Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. It is so good to be with you. It is Monday and President's Day. Happy President's Day. We're celebrating today. I don't have red, white, and blue on. I apologize for that. But I wanted to wear my new Lucy cardigan. This is the DK weight cardigan, and I'll stand up and show this to you in just a second. I changed some of the directions on this, so I'm still not able to send out the pattern just yet, but I'll be having that out hopefully at the end of this week, maybe the beginning of next week. I'm so sorry. I've been delayed getting it written. I want to be sure that it's exactly right, exactly the way I want it to be, and I'm sure you would appreciate that if you're going to purchase the pattern. You want it to be 100% accurate. So I'm still working on that. But this is the Lucy cardigan that looks like the one that I wore last week, and I had a lot of compliments on that. I don't know why. I think it's the yarn. The yarn is a beautiful, beautiful yarn from Mary Maxim. It's called Best Value in the colorway Neutral Ombre, and I suggest buying that for the Lucy cardigan, and you'll need, I believe, 3 skeins of that, and that will get you through the cardigan in a medium size. Buy 4 skeins if you're not really sure. You should go ahead and buy that 4th skein. You can always make a scarf or something from it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful colorway. And when it's crocheted up, it looks really, really nice. So I wanted to talk to you about that, and also I wanted to I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm glad to see you. And if you're back and you know you're going to like this video, go ahead and like it. Like it down there. That helps me so very much. And if you're not subscribed, please do that. That way you will not miss any of my videos that come out. Sometimes I send out a video on Thursday as well. If I have time and I have some content to show you, I always like to come out on Thursday and do a late week video. So be sure you are subscribed and you don't miss that. Also, don't forget to sign up for the community down in the description box. There is a link there. It's free. You get a free pattern when you sign up. You'll receive any free patterns that I send out, and you'll also receive notices of new patterns and special offer codes for those. And I'm going to start sending out a few more emails just to focus on some sweaters for the spring and summer, so be sure to be looking for those. But I would like for you to sign up for the community, and if you don't want to be in there, you can unsubscribe. But I think you'll enjoy the emails I'm sending out. If you are a crocheter, you can use those patterns, and I'll be sending out special offer codes with those as well. So be sure you do that. I'm also going to remind you when I have project bags. I still have 2 blue project bags, but I'm expecting another order in. But I do want to go ahead and tell you that those 2 are out there on the Etsy shop. And this is what it looks like. It's a project bag made from backpack material. It's very, very sturdy. It's a beautiful bag, and it has my embroidered logo right there on the front, done in a beautiful way. Remember, I had to find somebody that could do my logo the way I wanted to. So I finally found a company that would do it for me, and they know what they're doing. They're very, very good at what they do. Their colors are beautiful, and embroidery is just absolutely perfect. Now this bag has a big pocket on the side, and there are 2 pockets inside right there that you can put your crochet hooks in, or your scissors or things like that. And this is also a very, very large bag. Very large bag. It holds a lot of yarn. Look at that. It holds a lot of yarn. So I wanted to let you know there are 2 left, and that's all I'm going to have for a while. So just be sure, if you're interested in one, to go ahead and take care of that, because there are only 2 out there. Now for my works in progress. I have a work in progress that I started last week, but I changed my mind. I ripped it all out, and I was going to make a beret and a scarf. And you know what? I'm not going to wear that, because winter is around here. Winter seems to be waning. I'm not sure what's going on with the temperatures, but it's not as cold as it could be in Tennessee. It's usually much colder than this. So I'm thinking that winter's almost over. So I'm going to start keying on some other things to make. And I did want to start a new project with a beret and a cowl. I think maybe for next year I'll do that. But I received some beautiful yarn from KnitCrate, and this is fatigue green, and the actual yarn itself is Vitalana Ascendance. There is the tag that was on it, Vitalana Ascendance. It's 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and it's very, very soft. It's a sport weight, and there are lots of yards here, 328 yards on the hank, and I have 2 of these, so I thought I would give it a try to make a plain Jane tee. And I'm going to make a plain Jane tee out of wool. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to make a plain Jane tee because some of you have asked me what they can use, what pattern they would pick in order to do a very simple top. They want to do a very simple top. They're new, they're beginning crocheters, and this is one of my favorites that is easy to make, the plain Jane tee. It is very, very easy to make, and you also have some shaping in it. So I think that's important, that the neckline is shaped. It's not just straight across, it is shaped, and the instructions are very easy to follow. It's not hard to make, believe me. I made this for super beginners, and if you're not a beginner, you can make it up in no time. It's really easy to make. And so what I've done is I've started with this fatigue green Vitalana wool, and I've started a bottom-up tee. Plain Jane tee is bottom up, and this is what it looks like crocheted up. It is really pretty, and this is just done in the half double crochet style. I like this, the way it looks. Let me get that right up there. It's really, really pretty. And I've done my side-to-side measurement. It hasn't changed. I'm so glad. I'm trying to be careful not to gain too much weight. But I have it sized to myself. See, there it is. And not much ease in this one. I'm not going to put a lot of ease because, first of all, I don't have enough yarn. And I'm going to go out and buy another hank of this just so I'll have it in case. But I'm not going to put long sleeves in it or anything. I am going to make it just like the pattern. Now, I think I'll have enough without that extra hank, but I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to make the whole back and get up here and not have enough yarn to finish it. That would not be good. So I'm going to order 1 more hank of this on my Member Central Double Down offer code that KnitCrate sends out to those who have a monthly subscription, and you can get your yarn much, much cheaper than if you're just buying off, you know, without an offer code. So I'm going to buy 1 more hank of that. It's all I'll need ever. So I'm just going to order 1 hank and make the plain Jane tee, and we'll see how that goes. It's been really quick to make this. It's like I said, it's a very easy pattern to make, and this is a size 3 yarn. So I don't know if I've made this in a size 3. I've made a 4 and a 5 and maybe one other, but I don't remember if it was a DK or not. I'd have to do a little research on that. I have so many patterns out there that sometimes now I can't remember the names of the sweaters that are in my closet. I'll go through and then I'll have to go to the Etsy shop and look and see what the name is and then find the pattern in my files. So anyway, there are plenty out there to pick from. So I just wanted to show you what I'm making there. That is my first and only work in progress right now. Now I did finish something and I'm wearing it, and let me stand up and show this to you. This is the Lucy cardigan. The pattern is not available yet, but it will be. This is done in a DK weight yarn, and the yarn is the Coffee Shop yarn by Premier. They're 284 yards on the ball, or this is actually a cake, and I have used 2 cakes, and I think I went this far into the 3rd, so you really only need 3 cakes to make this. It's not a long sleeve cardi, it's a short sleeve cardi, and my Lucy cardigan is long sleeve. So I will include the instructions for this short sleeve cardi in the pattern. So let me stand up and show you what it looks like. Okay, here's my Lucy cardigan in a DK weight yarn, and it's also a short sleeve. The other one was a long sleeve. The Lucy original was long sleeve, and this one I made in a short sleeve fashion just because I don't want a whole lot of long sleeve cardigans. I like to wear them with a shirt underneath, and this particular shirt is just a knit top with a v-neck neckline, and it's from J. Jill, I think, or something. It's not real expensive, but it does give it a nice look, and it keeps me warm right here, but my arms are free to do other things. So this is what it looks like. I have also rounded off the bottom a little more dramatically. I did a much more rounded bottom. I used some decreased stitches in there to curve that line just a little bit. I left the top the way it was. I just let it curl up here. I think that's cute. I don't want to put buttons on this, although you could if you wanted to, but I made this a little bit smaller. Now, if you'll notice that there's a gap right here, and so when I did the neck, I started the chain and the chain met right here. So when I was doing it, I met the chain right here at my neck. But as this fits, it kind of hangs backward, like it hangs out just a little bit, and that's why I curved the bottom so that it would look more natural when it was a little bit farther apart right here. But of course, like I said, I let the top curl over, and that's where it really wants to go, even though I curved around the edges, but I didn't decrease like I did at the bottom. I wanted to make sure the bottom was cut away, sort of a cutaway look at the bottom hem. And this is what it looks like in the back. It's not very long. It's about maybe 3 inches below my waist. The other one was a tiny bit longer than this, but not really too much. And I love the way the stripes match up on this particular cardigan. And that's the Coffee Shop yarn by Premier. Really love it. I love it. I think it's a beautiful look. It's interesting, but it's not so dramatic. The stripes are not so dramatic that you feel odd wearing it. It's a very subtle stripe in that particular coffee shop yarn. So I recommend it. I think it's really nice. It's a beautiful yarn. And let's talk about the hook side. The hook that I used to make the Lucy cardigan in the short sleeve version is a K hook. This is a 6.5 millimeter hook. Now, if I made it again in a DK weight, I would probably size up to a 7 millimeter, which is the yellow clover. It's a 7 millimeter hook, and this one is a little bit smaller than that one. And of course, the size L is a little bit larger than that. So they're in this order right here. And I used the K hook for this particular Lucy cardigan. And like I said, I would have probably sized up with it, because on this a DK weight yarn that I'm using to make the plain Jane tee, I'm using a yellow, the 7.0 millimeter hook for that, and it's a little bit looser. I like it. It has a little bit more drape. Let's look. See, it's got a little bit of drape to it. It's not stiff. Now this is not stiff either, but it would have been a lot drapier if I had sized up to this size hook. So I'll remember that for next time. But again, the hook you choose is totally up to you. I just give you suggestions, and you can do whatever you want with my suggestions, of course. But I wanted to show you the way I did the sleeves on this. The sleeves, because I put quite a bit of ease in here, I used, I don't know, maybe 6 inches of ease around under the arm. When I measured for myself, the bust measurement, it was about 6 inches larger when I started crocheting it again. I used 2 chains under the arm, and that gave it quite a bit of ease. Like I talked about last time, the ease that you place in your top-down cardigan or your sweater is going to show up. And it seems like it's more ease than you think, because if you do 2 chains with a big hook, you're going to be increasing that much. And if you've already allowed for some ease in your sweater, then it's going to be quite large. Now, I don't mind it being large. I like to have a little bit of play in my cardigans, and that's fine. Now, let me show you what I did with the sleeve. The sleeve was huge. It came way out, and I was not pleased with that. But I had to make some lemonade here. So what I did was I placed 2 pleats right here in the sleeve. You can see those right there. 2 pleats in the sleeve. And I used stitch markers to draw in the sleeve. I pleated twice, and then I went around it with a double crochet row and then a single crochet row, and that was the end of my sleeve. I didn't do any more to it than that. And what that did was it brought down all of that extra sleeve. And I first of all, I'll tell you what I did. I went around the sleeve about 5 or 6 rows, and I was decreasing the whole time, and it made a puff sleeve, whoop, like that. And that was fine too. I did another one like that. It wasn't a bad idea, but I didn't want that to be on this cardigan. I wanted to try something different. So I used pleats on this to bring it in, and then to crochet across the pleats, and that anchors them, see, like that. I still have plenty of play in the sleeve, but it's not sticking way out like it was originally. And I thought, what can I do with that? First of all, try the decreasing, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I ripped all that out, and I put the pleats in. I'm very pleased with that. Let me show you this side. It's the same as the other side, and you can't really see, I guess you can see the pleats there. Let's see if I can get that up there where you can see it. See those 2 pleats? There's one there And there's one on this side as well. So I'm pleased with it. I like it. I'm going to probably wear it a lot because it's very, very comfortable. And it's comfortable around my neck. It's not scratchy. So again, that is Coffee Shop Yarn by Premier. Really love it. You need 3 or 4 cakes and you'll be good to go. Now, there's some beautiful other color ways in that line. I don't know what they look like. This particular one was called Coral Reef. And yeah, really nice. I think I ordered some more at some point, but I haven't received it yet. But I do like this particular one for a cardigan because you can wear it with purple, you can wear it with pink, you can wear it with white, and then with jeans it looks just fine. So I'm glad that I selected that particular yarn. And I heard about it first on Glenda's channel, Creative Grandma. She talked about Coffee Shop Yarn last year, I think it was, and she was just going on about how beautiful it was. And I remembered that when I saw it online, and I thought, I'm going to order some of that. And I also used some to make a cowl, and I don't know the name of it. It might be the Allison cowl, or I think it's the Allison cowl that I used for the Coffee Shop Yarn. I did a little bit of research because I said last time I didn't know where I had used this before, but it was that, and I think the color was Grand Canyon. I'm going off memory here, but I think that's what it was. So just wanted to show you this is what I'm wearing, and I will be getting the pattern out, and when I do, you will receive an email, and I'll let you know that it's out there on Etsy, and I'll give you that really nice offer code you can use for any pattern in my shop. Now, for those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know that I'm working on a diamond painting, and I spent a lot of time on that this week, more time than I did crocheting, as you can see. Well, I did finish this. That took me quite a few hours to do, and then I started this project. So I'm a busy bee, but I didn't spend my bee time on crochet as much as I did on my diamond painting. And for those of you who know what I'm painting, I'll put a picture of it here, I can't remember which way, and it's the Virgin of the Lilies by William Beaugereau. And I'm going to show you the progress that I've made. I'm working on a big portion of it now, and I will take you over to my craft table and let me show you what I've done this week. Okay, here we are at my diamond painting table. Let me get closer so you can see how far I have gotten on this particular piece right here. This is Mary's face, and so it's so beautiful. I know it's upside down, but eventually I'll be able to flip this around and show it to you, but I didn't really want to move it because right here I have quite a bit of it tucked underneath like that, and then back here, as I showed last time, I have it rolled up right there. So I've got it all rolled up on the back, and it's just laying over my easel. As you can see, this is the part that I haven't done yet. It's the white, and that's the one piece that I haven't done right there. There's the one piece all the way across. And now I'm working on this. And so I opened this up the other night, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to work on this whole thing. So I finished Mary's face, and I have a little bit left to do right there. And then I'm going to move over. I've done the halo. I'm going to move over here and finish the flowers. Then I think I'm going to, no, I'll probably split the next piece in half and do half and half, and then I will have it finished. So I'm really excited about this. She is so gorgeous, and she's a large painting, so it's going to be quite a statement on the wall. I'm really excited about that. Now the next project I'm doing is the Nativity, and I don't know the artist, but I'd love to find out the artist for that. The Nativity is next, and it actually came in from Diamond Art Club, and I'll show you where it is. It's over here, and I'm going to do a video. I'm going to get this opened up. There it is, the Diamond Art Club, and this is the Nativity. I've already started preparing for it. Let me scoot over here, and I'll show you what I'm doing. These are my storage containers for another, I think it was the girl with the pearl earring that I used this for. And I've added some over here to fill in the holes. I'm going to take these labels off because these labels are for the other painting. I'll take all those off, and then I will undo the Nativity and put the drills in, label the drills with the, hopefully the, well, there's a, I understand that there is an adhesive sticker label that will go on each one of my each one of my containers here. And see, I have large ones for, you know, the more, if I have a color that has a lot of drills in it, I will put them in one of these larger containers. And then the smaller containers, of course, look like this. Let me get these out. Whoops. This is what they look like. I have a few drills left in here. And there's the label. It's starting to come off because I spent so much time on this other diamond painting. Look at that. It came right off. So that's what I'll be doing with these. I'll be taking the labels off and preparing it for the Nativity. I really wanted to finish this painting first. So for Olivia, who is at Diamond Art Club, I hope you're watching this. I am preparing for my next project, but I want to finish this one first. So I'm working on her. I'm diligently working, spending a lot of time on this particular diamond painting so that I can get it finished. So that's the status of my Virgin of the Lilies painting. Y'all have all asked about it. It's so exciting. I am working on it, and I'm making some progress. So let's talk about giveaways now. Giveaways are important to me because I love to give things away, especially from my stash. And when I bought too much yarn, which I do a lot of the time because I'm designing and I have to buy more just to be sure I can get the yarn, I end up with lots and lots of yarn in my craft room. So last week I talked about giving away a kit. And this kit is the Silver Mist pattern that I created last year. It's really a nice pattern. I like it. I went through it and I took another look at it, and it looks fine. Some good photographs in here, and it's easy to make. So I thought that I would put together a kit for that, and the kit is Velux yarn. This is a beautiful velveteen yarn from Lion Brand. It's in the eggplant colorway. Very beautiful. And I have 6 cakes of this. On each cake is 246 yards. So you have a lot of yardage to work with. And this is, of course, 100% polyester and a size 4 yarn. So if you just follow the directions, you'll have plenty of yarn to make this top or any other top that you choose. But this is a beautiful yarn. Again, that's what it looks like. It's eggplant color. I made this sweater with the Silver Mist color, and I'm not sure if it's available anymore or not, but a velveteen yarn like this is hard to beat. When you put it on your skin, you realize how soft it is. So wonderful. So I'm going to give this away. This is a kit with 6 cakes of Velux and the pattern itself printed out for you, and that will be our first giveaway item. So let's look at our second giveaway item now, because I want to pick these both at the same time. Crochet Surprise from Peg Chandler, who sent me several of these, and she was so generous to send them to me so I could give them away to my subscribers. So thank you again, Peg. This is the Santa gift bag. A lot of people wanted this last time I had it, so I'm offering it again. This is free to me from Peg, so she's sponsoring this piece of my giveaway this week, and that is the Santa gift bag, and it's 12 by 12 by 8, I believe. So it's a good size bag that you can put your grandchildren's presents in and set them under the tree, and they can put their pajamas in it after Christmas, or all kinds of things you can do with that. Really cute. And if you win this, you can make several of these. Just go to the store and buy the same yarn and you'll be good to go. Now this has the Super Saver color red. I believe it's just hot red. It's hot red Super Saver yarn. There's plenty to make one in here, and all the other colors that you'll need, including some stuffing and some gold colored yarn and a skein of black yarn as well. And also in this is the pumpkin spice tea that goes along with the Crochet Surprise boxes. So that will go to winner number 2. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 2 prizes this week. Here we are at the computer, and the word silver is right there, and that was the keyword for the Velux kit that I'm giving away, the Velux kit and the pattern as well. And we had 299 people sign up for that, so that's exciting. Thank you so much for doing that. Now let's start and we'll see who wins the Velux kit, and that is Terry Stevenson. Terry Stevenson, And let's see, there's silver right there, the word silver in her comment. So Terry, you have won the Velux Silver Mist kit for this week. So congratulations, Terry. Now let's go back over here and we're going to look at a new, let me scroll up here. We have a new keyword, and the keyword there was Santa, S-A-N-T-A. And then let's find out how many people signed up for the Santa gift bag crochet kit from Crochet Surprise. And that would be 58 people. So you'll have a good chance of winning this one. Let's scroll down here and find out who wins the Santa gift bag Crochet Surprise. And that would be Valerie McGruder. Valerie McGruder. And there's her word Santa right there. So Valerie, you have won the Santa gift bag for this week. Congratulations to both winners. Now let's talk about our giveaway for next week. I will be back on Monday for sure, maybe Thursday. And I want to give away 3 gifts. And so y'all be sure to sign up for these if you want them. The first gift is the Crochet World magazine. And this is the newest one. It just came in. This is April of 2022. So it's their spring version of Crochet World. They published it a little early, I guess. It's February, but that's the way magazines are. They seem to come out very early. But this has got a really nice pattern, and it's got a couple of patterns I want to point out to you. First of all, this is the puff stripe basket, and this is made with that size 6 yarn. It's called t-shirt yarn, and there's a picture of it right there. I think that is so cute, and so I thought I would point that out to you as one of the patterns in this particular magazine and be inspired by that. I just really like that. And then another one, which is the Striped Delight Afghan, and this is like a stash buster. You can use your size 4 yarn and kind of get together some colors that you like. And this is done in rows this way, so you don't have to change yarn as much as it appears to be. You're actually crocheting it like this, left to right, and each row is a different color. But again, this is called the Striped Delight. Very, very pretty. I like that, and it's got some fringe on it. If you're a fringe person that's got fringe, you don't have to put fringe on it. You can just put an edging around the bottom, a couple rows of single crochet or something like that. It would look great. That is a very pretty Afghan. Now I'm going to show you the project gallery for this particular magazine. These are all things for the home, and there are a couple of little scarf patterns in here. There's one up here and there's one right over there. But other than that, these are things for the home, for spring, in spring colors, baskets and kitchen accessories, things like that. There's a mushroom there, an amigurumi right there with eyes on it. Not sure about that. You could make that for somebody's birthday, I guess. And there's another amigurumi there too. So there are lots of things to do in here, lots of smaller projects, which I really like. But there is that beautiful Afghan that they're featuring on the front of the magazine, and I can see why. It is absolutely gorgeous. And they do tell you how to make it look just like this in the colors that you'll need in Red Heart Super Saver. So it's not going to be very expensive to make. I think it's maybe 6 skeins of Super Saver to make this, so it's really, really nice. I really like that. That's a beautiful Afghan and very springy in the colors that they chose. But you can certainly use your own colors that you choose. Now, for that particular magazine, the keyword is world, W-O-R-L-D, world. That is the keyword. If you're interested in the Crochet World magazine, place a comment in the comment section and use the word world in your comment, and you'll be in the running for that next Monday. Now, I also have a cross stitch magazine for you cross stitchers out there, or someone you know who cross stitches. You can sign up for this, and it's okay if you win this and the other magazine. It doesn't matter. So you can sign up for this. This is the word cross, C-R-O-S-S, to sign up for this magazine. And there were a couple of beautiful, well, this is a beautiful one right here on the front. I love that. It's so gorgeous. Love the colors in there, those purple colors. And it's a wall hanging. It's a frameable hanging. And really, it doesn't look terribly hard to do, but you cross stitchers would have a better idea about that than I would. I don't do a whole lot of cross stitch. And then this one, which is called Hello Spring. Very cute. Let me get that up there. I really like this one. This is Hello Spring. It's a framed cross stitch, and it's so springy. I love those colors. Very beautiful. There are pots here and plants there. Really pretty. I love that. Very nice. Then, of course, Happy Easter. It is called Hoppy Easter, which has a little bunny on the front. And this is a bag. This is on the front of a bag. But you could really sew that onto anything or frame it for a child's room. That is really cute. Hoppy Easter. Very cute idea. And then what would Easter be without a cross? And that is the cross that they offer in this particular magazine. It looks very simple to make. It's not difficult. And it's a frameable cross stitch as well. So really like that. That's pretty. And they call it Joyful in Hope. I like the name of that. So if you're interested in the cross stitch magazine, write the word cross in your comment and you'll be in the running for this magazine for next Monday's giveaway. Now for our third gift, and the giveaway next Monday is a crochet surprise from Peg Chandler. She sent me some of these. And we just gave one away today. I wanted to show that this one is the Tendril Shawl, and really beautiful. Look at this, the Tendril Shawl. The edges of this shawl are tendrils, and if you can see that right there, that's what it looks like. This is a delicate, beautiful shawl that you could wear in the spring. So beautiful, and it's made with a very light yarn. And let me show you the yarn. The yarn is Summer Nights. And that's by Lion Brand, one of my favorite companies, Summer Lights. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous fingering weight yarn. Now this is fingering weight, and let's see what size hook you will need. A 4mm crochet hook. So that's kind of small, but you know, it's a labor of love when you make something gorgeous like this to wear over a yellow dress, or with a coral skirt, or even with a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Let me get that up there. All the beautiful colors in there. And it's really, really soft. I like to squish this. This is the Lion Brand Summer Nights yarn, and an 875 yards on the ball. This particular pattern takes 400 meters of yarn, and on each of these balls is 800 meters. Let me check that. Yes, 800 meters. So you could feasibly make 2 shawls from this particular yarn. And this is, again, let's see, this is a bonus bundle. That's why there's so many yards on here. There's enough to make 2 tendril shawls on here, and this is the colorway Sunset. Beautiful colors. Again, let me show you that. And in the box, they also send you another bundle of Summer Nights yarn. This is in the colorway Treasure Island. Oh my. Now, I don't remember this Crochet Surprise Box. The date on the shipping label is August of 2021. I did not receive this. I don't remember receiving this at all. But this is a very beautiful Crochet Surprise Box. I never got this one. It's a few months old, so the tea is not in here, but the yarn is in here and the pattern for this beautiful tendril shawl. And you know, technically you could make 4 shawls out of that yarn that's in this box. So again, this is Crochet Surprise. This is a gift from Peg Chandler to me to give away to one of my subscribers. So if you're interested in that, please put the word shawl in your comment. S-H-A-W-L, and spell that right, shawl, S-H-A-W-L, and you'll be in the running for this Crochet Surprise next Monday. Well, that's it for today. I'm going to sign off. Please like this video, click it before you click away, and thank you for joining me today on this beautiful Monday morning. And I hope that you have a great week. I hope to be back on Thursday, but not sure I will be. We'll see what happens this week. I have lots and lots of things to do, and I may have to take a quick trip out of town. So if I do, I probably won't be back on Thursday, and I'll see you next time. So be sure to join me then, and let's find out what's on the hook.